Now for our feature story of the day, we're going to discuss Willy Woo updates his Bitcoin outlook, says bearish chapter for Bitcoin is moving to a new phase. And he also doubles down on his bullish $1 million price prediction and shares how we're likely to hit that $1 million milestone. So let's break this down, shall we? And shout out to the on-chain analyst, Willy Woo. He updates his outlook on Bitcoin as he suggests the market's becoming less bearish. He shares with his 1.1 million followers on X. The market seems to be absorbing the recent massive amount of the Bitcoin sent to the exchanges by the German government, the U.S. Department of Justice, and the failed crypto exchange Mt. Gox for the purpose of unloading the biddies. Now, he looks at the amount of the Bitcoin supply available on the crypto exchanges, which is starting to decline after a sharp rise. Can you say supply shock? I'm still in belief that we can have a legitimate supply shock. If not in the fourth quarter, I'm pretty confident it's going to happen in 2025. Let me know your thoughts, fam. At the same time, he says there's a decline in the paper BTC, or the futures and derivatives contracts, betting on the price of the Bitcoin, suggesting that the market participants are not pouncing on the leveraged trades. Quoting the analyst here, the influx of Bitcoin from Germany, Mt. Gox, and the DOJ is slowly being absorbed. Paper Bitcoin bets are declining. Definitely a good sign, as they control markets through derivatives, aka financial weapons of mass destruction, according to Warren Buffett. Overall, in terms of supply, things have moved from bearish towards the neutral. I mean, you can see right here, the Bitcoin inventory currently on the exchanges. You can see the different price actions: 3 million spot BTC, 3.5 million when you include paper plus spot BTC. The analyst suggests Bitcoin may trade within the current price range throughout September, which I think many analysts would agree upon. Quoting him here, in my opinion, another month of sideways. Then let's take a look again. Fourth quarter in October. Last month, Woo said Bitcoin needs just a fraction of the capital stored in the global wealth assets, which is about 5 trillion. Ultimately 5x the current Bitcoin market cap, to move the price to 1 million per coin. The analyst doesn't think Bitcoin will reach that 7-figure price target this ongoing cycle due to the significant amount of capital required. And let's share this actual tweet he shared back on August 24th, which got 250,000 views. Back of the envelope calculation of how much capital needs to go into the Bitcoin in order for it to hit $1 million per coin. The answer, 5 trillion, referring to the overall market cap, which is roughly 1% of the global wealth assets. So far, only 620 billion has been invested. Now, here's a tweet from Tor de Meester. In contrast to the fiat paradigm, the money of the 21st century is owned by some, roughly 100 million sovereign individuals. Now, as Bitcoin's purchasing power grows by another 100 to 1,000x. Now, Michael Saylor, in a previous podcast I shared, believes Bitcoin will go up another 1,000x, which would take the price action to like, holy moly, I think 100x takes us to roughly 6 million. So we're talking about a $60 million price action. Expect sweeping institutional innovation initiated by the same one Mavericks. So Bitcoin Mavericks, let's freaking go. And here's an interesting chart as well. It shows you the Bitcoin ownership distribution as of August 2024. But in another headline more recently, this is Willy Woo breaking down how Bitcoin hits $1 million per coin. So let's share a little bit more here. Quoting Willy Woo, what's the market cap need to be at 1 million? Assume that it's happening soon. So the circulating supply is 19.8 million coins. So 19.8 trillion market cap. Number 2, what does the multiplier be between the capital invested in the market cap? This is the measure of the liquidity conditions. The deeper the liquidity, the lower the multiplier. And number 3, this metric is known. It is called the MVRV, market to value to the realized value ratio. It was 8x in the 2013 top, 4.8x in the 2017 top, and 4 in the 2021 top. So based on the historic liquidation trend, we can expect the next top to be a 3.5x multiplier. If we hit $1 million in the cycle after this, then the multiplier will be even less, given the trend is deeper liquidity, making it harder to move the price per dollar invested. So I'll use a 3.5x to be conservative on the capital needed. Now, $19.8 trillion divided by 3.5 equals 5.66 trillion, which needs to be stored in the network. This metric is called the realized capitalization. And since the blockchain records every wallet with a time signature, we can estimate the price paid at the enter entry of the wallet. Realized cap needs to get to 5.66 trillion. And number 5, since realized cap is only 620 billion today, we need it to climb a further 5 trillion to reach that target. So he's ultimately projecting he doesn't think Bitcoin hits 1 million for this particular cycle due to the significant amount of capital required. But potentially, if we hit that 5 trillion following cycle, we get $1 million. Now, my personal price prediction, I'm not shy to share with you guys. I think we hit a cycle peak next year in 2025. I think it'll be multiple 6 figures. And I think we finally smashed that 7-figure milestone, likely the year following the next halving. Next halving scheduled to take place April 2028. So maybe sometime in 2029. Let me know your thoughts though, family. That's just speculation. I don't have a crystal ball, not investment advice. Everything I share during this live stream is for entertainment purposes only.